Hi, this is Mark Moneypenny. This is my EDL 853 Module 1, my personal introduction. A little bit about me. I've been married 22 years, going to be 23 years next month. We have two children. Our daughter is going to be in the 7th grade next year. Our son's going to be an 8th grader next year. I have a bachelor's in kinesiology from Western State College in Colorado. I like spending most of my free time with my family. We go out and we explore. We've been doing a lot of that lately. I love the game of basketball. I played and coached all the way. Basically, been playing basketball since elementary school, and I recently stopped coaching a few years ago. We are KU fans living in the middle of Wildcat country over here by Manhattan, Kansas, and I'm actually happy to know that this is my last class that I'm doing right now, and I'm going to be graduating in July. My professional experience: I teach for USD 475. I just finished my 22nd year of teaching. This past year was my first year of teaching careers at the middle school. Next year I'm going to be teaching careers for 7th and 8th graders and AVID for 6th, 7th, and 8th graders. The previous years I taught elementary and high school physical education. I did most of my teaching in the elementary. I only did 4 years. I taught 4 years of high school PE, but the rest of the 17 was within the elementary. I've coached in basketball and track all the way from middle school to high school. Was a team leader for the PE department for a number of years. I've been the chairperson of various building level committees, and I've also had the privilege of being on many district level committees. The demographics of our school: we have 915 students. 29% of those have a learning disability. And we have 62% of our students are qualified for free and reduced lunch. We have one designated classroom for more of the high needs students, or almost all those students, there's not very many of them, are in that room 100% of the time. Their needs are just too high to actually get them out. Most of them are with a full-time, 2 or 3 full-time paras in there along with the teacher. We have 80 classroom teachers. We have 9 special education teachers. In our school, we have one team for each grade. We have 3 teams for each grade level, so we have 9 teams, and we have 1 special education teacher for each team. And our school has approximately 200 plus staff, give or take, whatever month we're in the year. Inclusive education is that all students are welcome by their neighborhood schools in age-appropriate regular classes and are supported to learn, contribute, and participate in all aspects of life of the school. So it pertains to how we develop and design our schools, classrooms, programs, and activities so all the students can learn and participate together. I really think that really just really narrows down what inclusive education is. And inclusive culture is, to me, it's starting to prepare the teachers by providing training that they're actually going to feel that they're actually going to get some out of. We need to make the training interesting and beneficial for the teachers. We need to have the appropriate behavior modeled by the teachers for the students, and we also need to have the students model the correct behavior. We need to be able to hold each other to that standard. And we need to create places for discussion among the faculty and staff as well as students to see what's positive things are going on, what negative things are going on. In our school, we do have that. We have team meetings twice a week, and once a week we have our content meeting. So there's 3 days out of the week we're meeting and we're discussing and we're going over plans and how we can better improve ourselves for all the students in the school. And we can create an atmosphere within the school that fosters a supportive and safe environment for everyone. It can't just be for a certain population of the school. It has to be for the entire school. How am I going to advocate for this? I'm going to promote positive communication practices. I don't want people saying, I can't do this, I won't do this, this is impossible. We need to always say we're going to try, and say, instead of I can't do it, what's another way to look at it? I'm always a person that the glass is half full. We need to be able to reassess things. If something's not working one way, there has to be another avenue, another resource we can do. And we need to provide teachers with diverse reading material in each classroom for all levels. We need to promote school community-focused character education. We have to have the character education in there. We can't just assume the students are going to be able to do it. We have to model it for them, and we have to expect them to do it. And then we need to provide the staff with relevant education materials. We need to provide them with the resources they need. We need to create an atmosphere where the faculty feel that they're a part of making the decisions. The schools I've been in that had the most success is that administration goes to the teachers and the staff, and we just figure out what's going to work best. So they actually communicate with us, and administrators are the ones who make the final decision, but everyone else needs to have that input. And we need to provide an atmosphere that all students feel safe, not just some of the students, the most popular. It's like every student. It doesn't matter what your level is, how smart you are, however smart you think you are. It's every student has the same rights in the school. Every student needs to be able to feel comfortable. And my plans and strategies for moving forward is that we need to train the staff and develop a respectful classroom environment. And this needs to go for the same across the board. It's really hard. I know with 80 classroom teachers, we have teachers that some of them don't do what they're supposed to do, not part of the team. And you can tell which students have those teachers, and students talk. And we need to have high expectations for all students. You can't just say, oh, this one student's not going to have the higher expectations because they're not good enough. We need to hold everybody to their high expectations. Students don't need to know what level everyone's on, but you need to let everyone know you're going to hold them to a high expectation. And you need to have team meetings to be able to discuss these issues regularly. As I know, I meet with all 9 special education teachers at least once a week, just to be able to go over things and see how things are going to move forward. And we need to create a family environment. All the schools I've been a part of that have had a lot of success, that they have a welcoming family environment where everyone feels safe and you feel very comfortable for where you are. And we need to create partnerships among the students and staff and the parents and the community. Once everyone comes together, things work out so much better. You can't just put it all in the back of the administrators and the teachers. You have to be able to get the parents and the community involved as well. And how do we change those negative assumptions? We need to establish school goals to improve teaching and learning. I need to train everyone in the new ways of teaching and learning. You can't just assume that teachers are going to know how to do it. A lot of teachers might rebel against this at first and say they're not going to do it, but you have to put it in such a way that they're going to do it. They're going to need to make the training so they're actually going to gain something out of it. And we need to communicate and model the positive changes that are happening. As the administration has to model it for the teachers have to model it for the students, and other students have to model it for each other as well. And as the administration, you need to recruit the type of staff you want in your school. You need to be able to keep the ones that are doing the things they're supposed to do, and you might just have to part ways with the ones that are not going to do the things they're supposed to do, because when it all boils down to, you're here for the students, you're doing what's best for the students, and the teachers have to do the right things to be able to get all the students doing the right thing. And we also need to be able to be accountable, and we need to track our progress. You can't just assume you're going to do everything's going well. You have to be able to track it. You have to be able to collect that data. You have to be able to actually talk and communicate with each other, be able to see where you're going to be going. These are the references I used. This is going to be a very fast-moving class. I am looking forward to looking at all your videos and getting to know you all. Thank you very much.